It's drywall day. It is a cold, wet morning this morning.
Yeah.
It's 40 degrees inside the house, which isn't too bad.
That's not freezing.
It's not freezing, so that's good. We got the fire going.
Bonus.
So we are still prepping for drywall. So the next thing we have to do as far as drywall is get the drywall on the ceilings installed.
Yes.
So that we can blow in insulation into the attic to keep this place warm. Right now, all of our heat is going out through the roof vent. So
Yep.
where the fire is nice to come stand by, it doesn't really warm the house very much.
No, not yet. But
It is starting to trap heat in the vault.
yes.
With the vault insulation on.
Yeah, when you're standing up in the vault, it's quite warm.
Quite warm.
It's like, feels good.
I'm excited to be able to start seeing how warm we can make the house.
Yes.
That'll be nice.
That will be good. Yeah.
But we need to do a wall. We need to do drywall in the garage to separate the garage from the house also.
Yeah.
So lots of drywall.
Let's drywall.
But, one sheet at a time.
That's right. Okay, let's get to work.
All right. So the goal of our next step is to sheetrock the ceiling throughout the entire house. The reason why we're doing that is we need to create a barrier so that our heat that we're generating stays inside the house. You can see here where we've installed the soffit baffles. Those allow fresh air to come in from outside the house, travel through the attic, and vent out through the ridge cap. So right now, all of our heat that we're generating is going up to the top and out the ridge cap. And we need to stop that because the snow is going to be here soon. So we're beginning our drywall adventure of drywalling the ceilings here in a master bathroom. We're going to be using green rock, which is a moisture and mildew resistant. We're going to use that in our bathrooms where there's going to be a lot of high moisture content. So we're going to start in the bathroom and work our way through the house and hopefully have this sealed up real soon. 56 by 33 and a half. Just like that. So 48 minus 33 and a half is 14 and a half. Someone put a vent in my way. All right, so we're going to cut out around this recirculating register. right, so any place that we're gonna have a butt joint where two cut joints are gonna be up against each other, we're gonna go ahead and chamfer the edge. So we got our little drywall chamfering tool here, which is also called the mess making tool. And it puts a nice 45 bevel on the edge of the drywall. We've got the whole east wing ceilings done. Now we're gonna move over to the west wing and start putting up the drywall on those ceilings. Before we put up our ceiling, we're stapling little paper rulers up to the trusses so we can see the depth of our blown in insulation. We want to get an R30 or better up in the attic, and so as long as we can stay above our red line on our measuring tape, we're going to be at R30.
Driving down the boulevard at night, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Got the dining room ceiling all done. And you can see into the guest room there and kind of into the bathroom, but that ceiling is all on. And then the bedroom ceiling is up and closet and bathroom.
We are now in the pantry. This is our last room to put the ceiling up, and then all of the ceilings will have drywall on them and will be ready for blown-in insulation. But before we do the blown-in insulation, we're gonna go ahead and put on the 5/8 inch drywall as our fire break between the garage and the main house. That will allow us to put the bat insulation in this wall, as well as have a barrier so that the blown-in insulation doesn't spill over into the garage. Because of the layout of this room, we're going to install these furring strips sistered to the truss so that we can do a 4-foot sheet this direction as well as a 4-foot sheet from the other direction and have it lay out on our structure.
Okay, let me get my arm. Okay. Okay.
Can you get yours pushed over a little more?
Like that.
All right, good.
Beautiful.
All right, now we'll try out our handy roto zip to cut out the attic hatch.
Uh-oh. Did you lose your...
Bit broke. So because I'm holding this in place, I can't go down and change my broken bit, so we'll go old school and finish up with the drywall stuff. Oh, there went the bit.
bit?
I think I hit the mending plate on the truss with the bit.
Nice catch.
Voila!
Here I go.
We have this side of the garage wall almost done. And there's this side, getting pretty close. Get to see what the attic space looks like now that we have all the sheetrock in. All the ducting, all the wiring, all the hex lines. Anyway. We're getting so much closer to getting blown in and keeping the house warm. And just like that, the garage wall is fully sheetrocked. Now on to insulating.
Yeah, much better. Okay.
So you need me to help feed the hose up?
Yeah, because I'm basically be pulling around and around this way.
Okay.
And we won't be starting until I get all the way to the far corner.
Okay.
I think I need like 5 more feet if you can push it up the hatch. All right, that's good. You can start the machine and start feeding away.
Won't you be the one for me? Won't you tell me how you feel? I shared my dream with you until the morning. Everybody else have done it right.
Now I thought for sure putting these paper tape measures on the trusses was a genius idea until I actually started installing the insulation and I had to wipe off the insulation off every single tape measure to see where I was. But other than that, they worked pretty good. Maybe on the other side, I'll try something different.
Won't you be the one for me? Won't you tell me how you feel? I shared my dream with you until the morning.
Hello? Go ahead and shut it down. All right. I'm gonna drag the hose down to the master bedroom. Okay. I need a tape measure and marking paint. Okay. Okay, I'm moving. The next genius thing I did was I forgot to put the paper tape on the trusses before we hung the ceiling drywall. I thought I was going to have to spend a while crawling around, stapling tape measures to the trusses, but this gave me the opportunity to try something new. So instead of the paper tape measurements that just collected insulation and hid the markings, I would measure and mark with paint my depth in key locations so I could see once I was deep enough. This worked out much better than the tape measures because I could see it, I could see once I've buried it, and then move on to the next bay. Okay, fire it up. All in all, it was pretty boring. It took a long time, about an hour and a half, I think, maybe more. It was really hampered by how fast the machine would place the material. You can see in this footage that it doesn't really move very quickly. But the job's done. Now we can trap the heat in.
My job, while Jeff was up in the attic, was to keep feeding the machine with insulation. All in all, it was a pretty simple job, not anything too exciting, but it was so nice to have all of that huge pile of insulation removed from the garage and get it up into the ceiling. And it's a good thing too, because the snow's here.